Finally, I decided to join the 100 head challenge in 10 days made by Ahmed Aldori. You're supposed to sketch 10 heads every single day until you reach the day 10, following a great variety of references. Some of them, they really want to make you cry. So keep watching to see if I fail or not. I started the challenge with a lot of fears and insecurities, so this is a reflection of my work here. I erased a lot the first one, I did a lot of things. Finally, I came up with something I think it is passable. Second sketch was more easier to do, but also I find very complicated to draw this kind of air. It's hard to sketch something that you don't know how to sketch when you are sketching in a way that you don't know how to sketch. I don't know if I'm explaining well, but I'm not very good with paper and pencil. For the third sketch, I started sketching something very similar to my own style. I mean, I was very proud of that because normally when I sketch in paper, I never sketch something similar to my style. But I'm very happy of how it turned out, how the clothes coming out through the, shoulders. And the first sketch, guys, the first guy of the season, very horrible. It took me a long time. Still, I can see a lot of feminine, threads on the face, but still, yeah, no worse. The fifth sketch is another sculptor. Very tricky one because of the pose, but I think I could manage to do something more relatable. I mean, more similar to what it is. Not the perfect one, so this is one of the things I learned over the process. I lose my perfectionism. Next sketch was another guy. You know, guys, how much I love drawing, guys. This one was very tricky also because it's like a zenithal view, so you can see the face in front face, but then the shoulders is in another perspective. I couldn't do that, so I erased it a lot. But well, I'm very happy with the face. Next sketch, I think it's number 7. It was another girl, these cute Pinterest girls. The thing is that in this challenge, I'm not very happy of how the cute girls look at in my sketches. This one was looking nice, so I'm happy. The 8th sketch is another girl. Also, this time has a hand. Guys, drawing hands always is very tricky. I tried my best, but the arm is looking like very short. It's like a T-Rex arm, but I'm very happy with the hairstyle, by the way. Number 9 is another girl. Maybe you think you have some kind of view problems. It's not yours, it's my camera. I'm very happy with this one, but also it has a very creepy face. From Faces and me, we are not very close friends. Hairstyle is cool. I really spent a lot of time drawing this kind of braids. And the last sketch for that day was another cute girl. I struggled a lot with this one. The From Faces, guys, From Faces, it's not my thing. Even that, I continued trying to do my best. I erased a lot. I changed the perspective a lot of times, but yeah, not my thing. So let's skip to day 2. For day 2, I changed the sketchbook. At that time, I decided to make it bigger because, I don't know, this challenge is very huge. So I started with this reference from, I think it's a sculptor or a girl, I don't remember, but it has a lot of detail, and it was crying, like, blood crying, very creepy, but well, I think I could manage. I still am doing the faces a little bit small, so I have overdue with the white space thing, this kind of trauma artists have. Number 12 and number 13, that is the one that I'm currently making. They were, pretty easy to do, but I'm not very happy with the last one, number 13. The face is like a couch potato. I don't like this face, but I don't know why it keep going and keep appearing the same shape, so yeah, I will leave it here. Never start drawing without drawing the head shape, because that happens. Everything is misplaced, then I draw it later and it's like super small in comparison with the eyes and mouth. But this reference was very taut, also, the perspective and things, but I'm happy in the end. It looks like a person. Number 15, I couldn't complete all the process because my camera shut down. So here's a little bit of the erasing things, and I did some magic here. 15 is one of my favorites. You know that I hate drawing profiles. Wow. But this time I really think I did a great job, guys. Very happy. Still a little bit of a feminine way. This is a guy, by the way, in case you don't know, but I'm happy with the result. For 17, I really had a very hard time. I know I'm very bad drawing kids, but also kids with expression, it's like in another level for me. So I decided to not pay too much attention, just draw, leave it that way, keep it simple, you know, don't do that much because yeah, it's looking quite horrible. Number 18 is like the same references that we draw the day before. So the thing is that I couldn't make the same sketch that the other day. It's very similar one, but it's not the same. I can see the differences, you know, guys, I can see them. So it's not my favorite. I prefer the one that I did the day before. 19 is another kiddo with a very weird expression. I was very tired of the weird expression of that days, but I'm really happy with the air and how I managed to work on them. It's looking very flowy and I really love the traces I made. It's bad that I say that. The last one is a male, and I really missed drawing males that day. On the second day, I was feeling less rusty, so I think I made shapes more masculine, and also I really love how I did the hairstyle of the male. Again, I don't know what's happening with hairstyles. I'm very proud of them. So day 3 starts with a profile that it's look very, very weird. It's a male, by the way. It looks like a woman, but it's a male. But yeah, I really hate that drawing. I have here like the first painted love that it's always looking pretty bad, so I think I'm having this kind of things with my sketches. First sketches are looking pretty bad. Also the second. This one is the second one of that day and it's looking very creepy. That face, it's like very concentrated and I really miss here like the form tools that I have on Procreate. But I have to say to my perfectionist person that I have to leave it this way. Number 33 is another front face. It's not my favorite. I can see some clear disproportion and things that they are not in their place. Also the face shape, guys, it's horrible. So at that point I realized that all my faces are looking the same. They have the same expression, they have the same eyes, and I really need to change that. So next one is the second male of the day. I don't know, guys, I don't know if it's looking a male or if it's looking more like an alien. Please look at that eyes, that black eyes. You bet I need more practice. 25 is, you guess what, another male. If you really don't like to draw males, I really encourage you to make this challenge because you're going to draw a lot of them. This perspective is a little bit more trickier than the other one, but I really enjoy drawing it, and you can see it has a very long neck. Well, another front face for number 26. This time is for a female. I really enjoy it drawing this. I think it looked cute in the end, but it took me a long time to get, you know, the face fit right, because right now the face is like super small and the eyes are super big. But after a lot of erasing, I think I really got something I really like. 27 is another male. This time is like a front face with some perspective, also with some kind of expression. Even I thought it was going to be taller. I have to say that I sketched it very fast and it didn't look that bad in the end, right? 28 is my last favorite of that day. I hate everything from this sketch, since the face, the perspective, the air. So I'm not going to say a lot of things about this because yeah, I really hate it. 29 is this girl with this very long face, and I decided to keep it, you know, be realistic here because I want to play more with different face shapes. So this cucumber head from this girl, also she has the hair straight and I could play more with the hair, and I ended up loving the result. And number 30, the last one of that day, this male drove me crazy, and not because it's very handsome, because it was very difficult to draw. Also, I decided to keep or be more creative and add some kind of background to the drawing. Day 4 started very slow. The first sketch is always looking so bad, you know, guys, my first loaf of the pancake theory. Yeah, I couldn't save it. But hopefully the day went better at the end. So after the first two, because this one, the number 32, is always a little bit of disaster. It's better than the 31, but still, I don't like it because of the perspective. Also, you know, sometimes I think that I have to draw more jaws, and I made my drawings without jaws. But yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that good. Number 3 of the day, number 33. Is one of my favorites for all the day. You know, guys, profiles, get super good with profiles. No, I'm lying, but I did it. I mean, on this challenge, I love all the profiles I did. Please look at this goddess. Number 34 is a very simpler one, not my favorite, you know, from faces. Also, you know, the head and the tilted head and this long neck. It's like a turtle, guys. But it's not that bad. It's cute. It's cute. Number 35 is one of my favorites of that day. I didn't start fine. I mean, I had a lot of a struggle here, but I changed a few things. For example, I started playing with the noses, and I really enjoyed drawing different type of noses. This one is the first one, and please look at that nose. Number 36 is another girl. I'm very happy of this one. Also, it's not a full profile pic. It's more 3/4, but more profile than 3/4. And I'm very proud of how I drew the hair. It reminds somehow to Tinkerbell. I don't know, what do you think? And for number, I think it's 37, we are starting here the weird, ugly sculptures. I have to say I enjoyed a lot drawing these ugly sculptures. I think it's the thing that I enjoyed more of this challenge because you are exploring a lot of different things. And again, number 38 is another of the ugly sculptures. It's not my favorite for the ones that I draw, but it was interesting to see, you know, different shapes of the head, different shapes of the eye, different kind of expression. Look at that tiny mouth, guys. It's super tiny. 39 is one of the ugliest sculpture that I have to draw over this challenge. I know it's super scary, guys, drawing this if you are like me and you only draw cute girls, but I have to say I enjoy it a lot, guys. It's super surprisingly for me because I thought I was going to have a lot of pain and cry a lot, but I didn't. So I'm very proud of myself. And the last one is, I think, a K-pop singer. I don't know who it is because I don't have any idea of K-pop singers. It looks a little bit girly, but I like it. We are entering on day 5, and in day 5, it's when you start seeing a lot of old men with beard. Again, the first one is not my favorite because it was the first man with beard that I just draw ever in my life, I guess. And for being the first, I think it's not that bad, guys. I don't know. The next one is a girl, you know, cute girl. I was trying to do different things that I just making, like changing the lips, put more details on the eyes, like eyelashes, and, you know, paying a little bit more of attention on things. Also, I like the way I work with the hair. And the next one is the second old man with beard. And I'm super proud of this one. When I finished this piece, guys, this sketch, it took me around 10 minutes, I guess. I was super happy with the result. You know, when you are you can see the difference between my girls and the men's. They are looking much more realistic, probably because I never drew them, so I'm super attached to, you know, what it is. 44 is another old man with beard, since now it's going to be like a collection of different beards and old men's. So yeah, you're not going to be bored of drawing men's, or yes, I don't know. I forgot to film number 45, and 46, I guess, is a kid. You know, guys, I said before, kids are not my thing. It's looking, I don't know what it's looking. I don't like it. Just go out. And number 47, guys, this one is one of my favorites. I just changed a little bit the proportions of the faces. Also, the face shape is different. It's more large than I tend to do. And probably I will paint this in digital if I found some time. 48 is another man, and this time I wasn't as scared at the beginning. I mean, I know it's very difficult because it's like a very heavy expression man, but I played a lot with the shapes and also with the necks and the sizes, and I'm very proud of the job because it's the first time that I can see some masculine, you know, faces here. Number 49 is the last of that day because I don't have footage for number 50. But I'm not very proud of this one. It looks horrible. Even the reference is not that difficult. I don't know why, but at that moment, I couldn't get the perspective. So we jump to day 6, and again, the first sketch is the one that I hated the most. I don't know why, I just erase a lot, and every time I was erasing, the face was getting shorter and shorter, so it ended up looking very weird. But yeah, I'm happy with the details of this one. Number 52 is another old man with beard, and I really love this one, and I don't know why it reminds me to Colonel Sanders from Kentucky Fried Chicken. I mean, it has nothing to be with him, but I don't know, it just reminds me to him. Anyway, I really love the result. 53 is a little bit more challenging because of the proportions of the face. Also, it's almost like a profile pic, but it didn't. And we see more of the nose, and I really love playing with the nose shapes. I said already, but it's true, guys. I think they made the characters unique. And 54 is this cute girl. Again, you can see I put more detail on eyes. Normally, I don't do eyes that way, but I decided that I wanted to try different things at that point. So I'm very proud of this sketch. I really love the shape of the face, the mouth, and everything. 55 is an all known of me because I already drew this in one of my sketch sessions for Patreon. But that time, again, I changed a few things, like for example, the eyes shape, the proportions of the face. Even it's very more similar to my style. I have to say that I see things that I done different and that I really love. And I love how I made the hair and how it ended up looking. 56 is another man. This time he didn't have any kind of beard, but has a very big mustache. I don't know what to say about that. Mixed feelings, guys. Now it's time for the girl without a scalp, because I don't know, guys. Sometimes I have this thing that I draw the head, but then I forgot to add more scalp, you know, and the hair is super closer to the face and it's looking weird. So yeah, also I tried to draw the arm, but I just desist. And 58, I didn't have the footage, so we're going through 59. One of my favorites of that day, also it's a male. I think I already draw him in another moment, I'm not sure, but I'm very proud of how it's looking. I think I really got here like the good proportions for Asian males. And yeah, I'm very proud of this one, one of my favorites. Now I'm starting with the Middle Earth characters. I don't know, guys. I have drawn a lot of Tolkien's world characters. I think this is like somewhere related to Gimli, maybe his cousin or something. No, I'm joking, but I have a lot of fun working with this expression and also with these long beards. Again, guys, I have some kind of fetish with beards. I don't know, but I really enjoy drawing all the details they have. At that point, I was behind 10 illustrations or 10 sketches because over day 7, I couldn't do anything. So on day 8, I did 20 sketches. Yeah, sounds crazy. So the first one was another kind of Gimli's family member. I don't know who it is, but it has the same expression that the first one I did the last day on day 6. And number 62 is this weird guy that I changed the hair type because it was like so weird and I decided to draw some dreadlocks. At the end, I think it's not looking that bad. I enjoy playing with the shape of the face, very weird one. 63 is like this kind of bandit. It's not of my favorite. I don't know why I just make the face so short. And 64, I don't know, it reminds me to Seneca or one of these old philosophists. But I enjoyed a lot drawing the, you know, the mustache, the beard, and all these things. Also studying the wrinkles, you know, drawing old people is one of the things that I really wanted to do for a long time, and I was very scared. But now, I don't know, I think I could practice more in the future. 65 is another old man. This one is one of my favorites. It reminds me a little bit of Santa. I don't know why, but I love how I do here the beard, you know, the movement of the beard and the hair. So I'm very proud of this guy. 66 is a female in a very weird pose. I don't like how it ended up looking, but I'm happy with the hair and also I'm happy with the, you know, face proportions and face movement, you know, perspective. Not so happy with the body, but we are drawing heads, not bodies, so that's fine. 67 is another female. This time I added a lot of details and I'm super proud of this one because it's the first time that I see that they don't look like the first sketches I did. You know, I still can see my style here, but it's completely different from what I did. 68 is another female. This one is not my favorite. I don't know what I did, but I completely messed up with the face. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I should, you know, use the symmetry thing with this one. Please look at that face. It's not well positioned, and it really hurt me. Don't erase and redo it because I didn't have that time. And 69 is an orc. Again, Tolkien world, Tolkien fans, we are going to draw a lot of orcs and elf and even Gandalf. I'm pretty happy with 69 and not that happy with number 70, the last of day 7. I think the face is not, I mean, it's very stiff and very boring, so I don't like it, but I'm very proud of how I did the beard because, you know, guys, I love beards. The first sketch for day 8 is actually Gandalf, and I never thought, guys, I was going to draw Gandalf in my, you know, illustration life or artist life, but here it is, and I have to say, Gandalf have a very long and enjoyable beard and a mustache, and even it's not looking a lot like Gandalf, I can see something related to him. Number, I think it's 72. I don't know if it's from Tolkien, but it's like this kind of evil or something like that. Again, I love that nose. Please look at the noses. They look so different and they have a lot of personality. And 73 is also, I think, from the Tolkien world. I don't know exactly which character it is, but I think it's somehow an elf or something like that. Again, love this mustache. Some kind of thing with the mustaches, guys. And that ears, I mean, I never tend to draw this kind of elfish ears, but yeah, also look at the nose, it's so cute. 74 is not related to the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit. It's like a caricature from a sculptor, and I really enjoyed working with that because I played a lot with different sizes with the elements like big eyes, small mouth, super thin-eared neck. So it's like different from what I tend to draw. So I really enjoyed doing this. Also that art style, guys. Again, I love how the hair is looking. 25, I think it's a centaur. It reminds me a lot to the ones from Harry Potter. And again, I never thought I was going to paint this kind of fantastical creatures. I have a lot of struggles here because, you know, the expression, the mouth, the nose, again, it's super complicated and different from the others. Also the ears. And the thing is that when I finish it, I can see like a centaur. Maybe it's not the perfect one, but I can see them. So yeah, I can see that she has fur over the face. And I don't know, guys, I don't know what do you think, but I'm super happy with this one. Well, I said the same before. 76 is the one that is more similar to the reference, actually. I was thinking that I was going to struggle a lot with this one, but the thing is that came up super fast. I don't know why. Maybe the shapes are more easier to draw or something. But yeah, look at that beard, look at that nose, look at that eyes. I think the proportions are very similar to the reference, and I really love it. I don't have 77 process because my camera shut down. 78 is this kind of Asian girl. I'm trying to get more into different ethnicities lately, so I was trying to make it the more accurate as possible. I don't know if I get it, but well, I'm happy with the results. Also, it has a lot of details, and I think it's looking very similar to the reference, and that makes me super happy. And the next one is an old friend because we already drew this man a few days ago. That time, as the same that I had with one of the sculptures at the beginning, I think the first time it was more interesting, it has more movement, it has more expression. Also this time the perspective is different, it's the same sculpture, but the perspective is different, so it was taller because I already drew him before, but it's not looking bad. I mean, it's not that bad. Has a long beard and a big mustache. And the last one of that day, I think, is that kind of Frankenstein. It was very challenging to get the correct shape of the head because it's more square rather than rounded. And in the end, I think I was happy with what is looking. I mean, it's not perfect, but I'm happy with it. And this is one of the things I learned over the challenge, that I am accepting things that they are imperfect, and that makes me so happy. And now we are entering the day 9. Again, another male. This time I drew this big nose, these small eyes. I think I'm doing this in all these kind of old men with wrinkles and things. That eyes are smaller and more expressive. Even this is not one of my favorites of the day. I have to say that I'm very proud because I think I kept with the essence of the reference, even it's not, well placed and the nose is not that perfect. But for being the first sketch of the day, it's not that bad. Number 82 is one of the ugliest sketches I did for a long time. Also, the reference is ugly and I had to draw very big teeth, the thing that I hate. But I think that in the end, even it's ugly, it could be worse. And I think I can relate it to the reference. 83, I think, is the older version of Jack Sparrow. I don't know, it's looked like a pirate from the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's not my favorite, but I enjoy drawing this kind of curly things on the hair and the beard. But yeah, it's not my favorite. I don't know, I don't like it. 84 is another girl. Again, I'm adding a lot of detail on eyes. I'm changing the way I draw eyes a little bit. Also the mouth. But the other thing, it's quite similar to my regular style. And 85 is one of my favorites. The more wrinkles I have to draw and the more older the guy it is, I think I enjoy it the most. Also, it's a man that is, again, smoking, and it's the second guy I drew smoking. 86 is this horrible man. I mean, I don't want to talk about it. Please look at that mouth. 87 is, I start with a collection of charts. I really love playing different shapes in this case. This one is more rounded, like an egg type of head shape. It has been very interesting placing the elements inside of this volume. 88, I don't have the process again because my camera shut down. And 89 is this kind of girl, and it's the first girl that I draw that I don't like what I did. I mean, I don't like the face. I think it's not well done and it's horrible. And 90 is another girl. I really love this one because I add a lot of detail on the eyes, a lot of detail on the face and the mouth. I change a lot of things. And also, I have been playing with the bandana that she's wearing and also with the wrinkles of the clothes. And I don't know, guys, but I think it's looking different from what I tend to do. Now it's time for the countdown, guys. Number 91 is, again, this kind of basil head type. It's different from the others. I have been enjoying so much drawing these three ones because they are so different and the shapes are amazing. Also the different noses and everything. 92, it was so difficult to draw this perspective. I don't know why it's happening, but I can draw more girls. But yeah, I'm not that, I'm happy, I'm not happy, mixed feelings. It's looking pretty awful. Number 93, it was a doll, and it was very difficult to draw this kind of doll because it already have a different kind of proportions. I thought it was going to be easier, but it didn't. One of the things that I hate the most is the large neck that I draw. Necks for me are something very difficult to draw. I was very focused drawing that I didn't see that the camera shut down. Guys, I have 30 minutes to film every time. And the next one that I have, number 95, I think it is this kid again. I don't know how to draw kids, I should probably draw a lot more to see how they work. And now 96 is one of my favorites of that day, of the last day. It is this kind of guy with these ornaments on the head. I really love a lot these ones. I enjoyed a lot drawing all the details and things. Also, the proportions of the face are one of my favorites. And 97 is this guy, a lot of beard, a big mustache, and also has some kind of turban, which I enjoy drawing so much. And 98, I think it is this kind of man with this aviator costume. A lot of, I enjoyed a lot drawing the beards, guys. I can lie to you, I'm repeating myself, but it's true. 99 is this girl. Again, I put a lot of detail on the eyes and I changed the mouth shape, the nose. I'm very happy of how it's looking. Probably I have some kind of problems with the perspective, but I think it's not looking that bad. I really love the detail of the face and the hair. And finally, the last one, number 100, the head number 100. It's like this kind of clown one. I really hate it, by the way, because I don't like clowns. But again, I had some problems with this one with the eyes. I think they are too small. They have a lot of space in between. I was so happy to end that I decided not to change anything because I really wanted to end the challenge as fast as possible. So I did the 100 heads. I'm very proud of this. I never thought I could finish this because at the beginning I was super sure that I was going to give up at least at the middle of the challenge. I didn't do that and I'm so proud of myself. And also I think it has been a very good exercise to change faces and also see how I have been changing over the process. I was thinking that I was going to hate a lot the old men with beards. The thing is that I enjoyed a lot drawing them, and this is something that has surprised me a lot. I enjoyed more drawing the old men rather than the girls that I tend to draw. And yeah, if you didn't try it and you want to change a few things on your sketching process or on your faces, I think it's a very good work to do. And hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed my sketches. Subscribe and give a like if you liked the content, and see us again guys in the next video. Bye bye.